Hello everyone. Today we will learn how to make the value added statement. But before we do the same, let's try to figure out what exactly is a value added statement and why companies make it. Value added statement is a financial statement that depicts wealth created by an organization and how is that wealth distributed among the various stakeholders. In a way, it shows the wealth creating ability of the organization and is an excellent measure of the size and importance of the company. You can here see the sample value added statement of Reliance Industries Limited for the year 2013 and 14. As we can see from the pie chart, 1% of the value created was given out as a contribution to society, 5% was given out to employees, and 45% of the total value was given out to government, mostly in the form of taxes. Let's now jump to the example. I will first make a profit and loss statement, and then through the numbers in this income statement will derive the value that each stakeholder gets from the company. Starting with the sales of 130, then comes the GST of sales 30, which gives the net sales of 100. The other operating income of the company is 20, which gives us the total operating income of 120. We will now move to the costs, starting with the raw material cost of 40, which includes GST of 5. Further, the employee cost of 10, the establishment costs of 10, out of which the establishment taxes amount to rupees 2. The depreciation that the company had was 20, the interest was 10, and hence the total expenses come down to 90. This gives the profit before tax of 30. With a tax rate of 33.33%, the tax comes out to be 10, which leaves us with the profit after tax of 20. Since the company makes investments, it only gave out 7 out of this 20 as dividends and retained the remaining 30 for the growth opportunities. Now there are two methods to give the total value added. One is the shortcut way or the subtractive way, and the other is the additive way. In the subtractive way, we subtract operating expenses of the company from the gross revenue that the company earns from all the operations. So the gross revenue is 150, which is 130 of the sales and 20 of the operating income. And from this number, we'll subtract the operating expenses, which are the raw materials, net of GST, and the establishment costs, net of taxes. This comes out to be 35 and 8, which is 43. So the value added comes out to 107. Now let's divide this value added among all the stakeholders of the company using the additive approach. We'll start with the easiest ones. The employees of the company get employee costs of 10. The shareholders of the company get dividends, which is 7. The external finances or the debt holder get the interest of 10. Let's now calculate how much government gets. Government gets 30 as GST on sales, 2 as establishment tax, 10 as a tax on profit, and 5 as raw material tax. This comes down to 47. Adding all these numbers gives us 74. To this, we will add the non-cash expense of depreciation, which is 20, and the reserves of 13, which is retained by the company itself. If we add all these numbers, we can match the value added as calculated earlier in the subtractive way. And that's how we can easily make the value added statement. You may note that the headings here are different from the headings mentioned in the Reliance Industries value added statement that we saw earlier. Well, you can anyway choose fancy names, but this is the gist of the value added statement. Thank you, and do join in for more videos.